Today I'm cooking or baking with my friend Emily Luchetti. She's an extraordinary pastry chef, executive pastry chef for Farallon, Water Bar, and I've had great stuff in your restaurant and out of your book. And I prepare all those classic things today and made some meringue too.
You know, these meringues look beautiful. They look so light and airy, you don't even have to bite into one and you know it's going to taste great.
Here is how I made it.
For the meringue, break the eggs directly into the copper bowls, then remove the yolk with your finger. Now, beat the egg white with a large ballon whisk. Beat them until they start to roll a nice peak. Now, sprinkle the granulated sugar pretty fast and continue beating hard at least 45 seconds to a minute until they are shiny and form a stiff peak. Take a pastry bag and cut the tip off. Fill it with a 3/4 inch plain tip, and I like to stand it in a tall pitcher so that I can fill it with the meringue. Split the bag like this and pipe out oval shells or other shape onto a non-stick baking sheet. You can also twirl the bag as you press out the meringue to make decorative shells. Sprinkle the shell with powdered sugar and bake them in a 225-degree oven for about 2.5 to 3 hours. Some people like the meringue very white. I like the baked shell pale beige. To serve, whipped cream, flavored with a bit of sugar and vanilla, sandwich with another shell if you like, and finish with a bit of cream on top. You can also, if you want, put the cream first on the plate, cover it with a meringue shell, and sprinkle it with a bit of cocoa powder.
As you saw, I know you know it was pretty easy to do, right?
Very easy. Much easier than people think.
That's right. Whipping egg white is the basis for some wonderful dessert. And we're creating some light airiness for you today. From easy to elegant, this is essential Pépin. I'm making dessert for you today. Some crispy, some chewy. I mean, when you use egg white, there is a lot of different recipes that you can make with it. We're going to start making macarons, and then a chocolate roll, and then a chocolate souffle cake with a raspberry sauce. And I will start with the macaroon, a classic, old classic French, Italian recipes made with almond paste, marzipan, sometimes people call it. You can buy that in can of pretty good quality, and basically you mix that with egg white and you have macaroon. Or you can do your own, as I'm going to do here, with the almond, sugar, and that's it. Until you have a nice, smooth, or at least just slightly granulated mixture. Check it. See, it's still pretty grainy here. I want a little more of it. Then a dash of vanilla, 2 egg white, and that's about it. Yeah, that should be fine now. So a little dash of vanilla, and my 2 egg whites. That's about fine. We're gonna put that in a pastry bag. I think that's the easiest way of doing it. We have those disposable pastry bags now, and it's really very convenient to put them here. So here I am. This is wonderful to do it with a food processor. Make your life so much easier. You can put that on a oil tray, or if you use one of those non-stick pans, it's great too. I've used a bag here without any tip opening. You can have a tip opening if you want, but it's not really necessary for that because it's kind of liquid. So we're going to do them about that size because they're going to spread out. What you do, you don't really move your tip. You stop pressing and you move up. That's how Claude taught me. Sometimes if the dough rests for a while, it would get harder than that. So what you would want to do is to wet a paper towel and just press it down. This is not necessary here, so all we're going to do to put a little bit of granulated sugar on top of it. That gives me a nice crust. And now it goes into the oven at 325 degrees for about 20-25 minutes. Okay, they're just hot out of the oven. Of course, you can't use them right away. You see the way it cracked on top because of the sugar. Now, I want to wait until they cool off to take them out before I go on with it. Prepare them with some type of jam, chocolate, and so forth. Now, to finish the macaroon, you know, sometimes they stick a little bit. Just slide a spatula underneath like this, nicely. You know, it should have a nice bottom, firm, a pale, you know, ivory color like that. That's the right thing. And of course, your macaroon, you can have them just like this without anything, which is really the way certainly I had them as a kid. Or then we put apricot jam in between. And that's what I have here. Put them a little bit here, and you make a sandwich. The better the apricot jam, the better it is, you know. I have a dark berry here mix, like currant. That's a nice one too. You see the same size, yeah, about here. I have here really what we call a ganache, which is a bit of chocolate melted with cream. This is the one that my granddaughter would go for right away. You can cover the top. Let's say this one, we put powdered sugar, cocoa powder, we'll put that for the chocolate. So this is a really deep chocolate. And the other one, we leave them like this. And this is it, our macaroon. And now I'm going to make a roulade au chocolat, the chocolate roll. It's a very classic old recipe too. I have 6 eggs here that I'm going to separate. I just broke them in the bowl. Those are a great bowl because you can see right through it. That's nice. And separating, I want to separate them completely, including the chalaza of the eggs, which is a little sinew which hold the yolk in suspension in the center of the shell. In fact, before I finish this, I want to start on the syrup here with half a cup of sugar and a little bit of water, about a quarter of a cup of water. And I want to cook that to about what we call the boil stage. I mean, about 2-3 minutes of boiling, it'd be fine. It's not that crucial. In the microwave oven, you can melt your chocolate, it's fine. We'll bring this down. That's it. I'm ready to beat this as soon as it's ready. Another minute or so. And during that time, I will butter this to put in the bottom of my pan. So what I like to do, to take a little bit of butter, I butter half of the sheet. Then you fold the sheet in half. So like that, it's butter on each side. Then you open it. You put it butter side down for a second or so, then you lift it up and you put it on the other side so that it sticks to the bottom as well as to the top. That's it. Okay, this is cooked enough. If you can see the bubble on top of it is slightly bigger. So I have a syrup here. Well, this is about fine now, the way it looks. You can see now that the texture, nice and fluffy. There is a lot of air that you put in it in that beating, so it becomes white and fluffy, and that's the proper texture. Let me beat the egg white now. Okay. I'm gonna put a little bit, couple of tablespoons of strong coffee in there. And the chocolate. Mix it together. Chocolate work, it's always messy. I have a friend of mine, one of the greatest pastry chefs in America. His name is Albert Cumin. I've been to his house, I've been to his car, I've been to his office. Each time I come out of there, I have chocolate on my pants, in my back, or on my shirt. That's a pastry chef. So my eggs are ready now. You have a nice pick. You want to put a little bit of those in there, adding with your whisk to lighten the mixture. And the rest of it, you want to roll it. So we can do even the reverse. Okay. We do that in a roll shape, but I mean, you could put that into a souffle mold and do a chocolate souffle with that. And basically, you want to spread it out. Now, it's ready to go into the oven. About 375 degrees, about 10 minutes. See, the cake is cold now. Well, still slightly maybe, I mean, it's room temperature. So I took it out right on the piece of paper. You want to leave it on your piece of parchment paper because you need that to roll it. It's a bit of a delicate operation. I have some whipped cream here. I'm flavoring it with a bit of Kirschwasser, you know, which is an alcohol, a brandy of cherries, some vanilla, a bit of powdered sugar, and that's it. Yeah, holding its shape. So we want to start spreading this out. So I will start by folding this, you know, on itself, and as I say, using the parchment paper here, or what paper, to do it again. Roll them like this. You have to have the seam underneath. And then I wrap that back, and I leave that in the refrigerator like this. There are a couple of days you can do that. So for me here, of course, I want to take it there, up, seam. The seam should be underneath, of course. Certain amount of suspense here. All right. You can always put a piece of plastic wrap on top now and reshape it, you know. On this one here, I'm just going to put a little bit of maybe cocoa powder. I have done some mushroom meringue here, which are, you know, you do a meringue, you do the top like this. I'm going to break that one to show you. And you do a something for the tail, then you make a hole in the cap, and you push that in with a little extra meringue. And meringue is really crisp and nice. So a little bit of going into the wood here, mushrooming with my dog and my friend, and then I can cut a piece of the cake here that you can see. You know, that basically a very, very light cake, very light chocolate roll. And this is our chocolate roll. Help is on the way.
I brought you the eggs.
Thank you very much, thank you. I have a great helper today. Emily is a real professional pastry chef, so I just have to look. I'm not going to do anything.
Okay.
Right. Let you work. We're going to do a chocolate souffle cake with a raspberry sauce. So you're going to beat the egg white for me?
Yes, but first, you want me to separate the eggs?
That's a good idea. Okay, so put them in there. Yes, we're going to do that in a copper bowl like this, which is a great way of doing it because the copper tends to acidify the egg white. And so you don't have to put cream of tartar or a dash of lemon juice or any of that stuff in there. And that's a good way of separating the eggs, as Emily does. She's terrific, which is breaking them on something flat like this, rather than on something pointed. So you usually tend to put bacteria into the eggs or crack the yolk. And often people, when they separate the eggs, you know, back and forth like that, I would say in general lose close to a third of the egg white. And one beaten egg white should give you 1 cup of egg white. If you lose a third each time, you have 6 egg white, you know, there is like at least a cup missing.
And you just need
gotta
2.
look at it.
You just need 2 yolks.
I
right?
just need 2 for me, yes, thank you very much. Let me put that in there because I'm going to do hollandaise sauce or something.
Yeah,
Waste
don't
not, want
waste
not.
it.
Yeah, right.
Nothing beats a hollandaise sauce.
That's it. So you're going to start beating the yeast,
Sure.
no? And for me, I'm going to mix the chocolate here has been melted. I'm going to put 2 egg yolks in it. Actually, 2 tablespoons of potato starch. Half a stick of butter in there. 2 egg yolks and a little bit of oil. And I'll give you a little bit of oil here to oil the pan. Of course, not olive oil there. You would want to use, you know, canola oil or something like this. All right. My egg yolk.
You want me to add the sugar now or wait a little bit?
Well, what do you do usually?
I usually follow the chef's rules.
No, you're the chef today. You're in charge.
We'll do it
So
together.
that's it. 1/4 cup of sugar, right?
1/4 cup.
Good. See that? Muscle here.
My right side's stronger than my
Yeah,
left side.
look at her wrist, you know?
When I
This is the right movement to move.
Well, then your arm doesn't get tired.
Right. If you move with the whole arm, people do, you get tired. You know, so you really have to lift it up with your wrist.
It goes faster in a copper bowl, too.
Right? Look how beautiful and trim you are. Some people jog, you know, some play tennis.
I eat all the egg whites for breakfast.
Pastry chef beat egg white. That's the sport, you know.
How's that look, Chef?
That looks great. Shall I
Like
add this
marshmallow
directly
fluff.
to you?
Yeah.
You want to show them how?
It's like marshmallow fluff kind
Yeah,
of.
that's beautiful. That's great. Okay. You mix that with your whisk too?
Sometimes I do, like if I just do it real gently.
I do too, yes. I do
You
too.
have to be careful not to do it so much that
At
you...
least at the beginning
Yeah.
and then continue with that, right? Well, I'll let you do that
Okay.
because
Because sometimes when the chocolate's so heavy in the beginning, it makes it harder to mix it in. The whisk goes fast.
Well, usually when you do a souffle or any of those things, you mix about 1/3 of the egg white with a whisk into the thick mixture to aerate that thick mixture. And then after with your spatula than it's light. If you try from the beginning to go in a thick mixture with your spatula, it kind of turn around, doesn't get incorporated as well. That's a beautiful texture.
It also helps to move the bowl.
Yes.
Look good?
Yeah, it looks great. Looks terrific. If my granddaughter was here, she would certainly lick that bowl.
There wouldn't be anything left to bake.
No. She loves chocolate.
Okay.
Okay. Shit, you waste a lot. Look at that.
Well, that was for me for later.
No. Okay. Thank you. So that goes
Put it on here.
into the oven.
You want me to put it in, or you want to put it in?
Yeah, I'll open the door for you.
Okay.
See, I was too nervous because I was cooking with a real
You're
professional chef here. So I think I overcooked that cake a little bit.
No. It looks very fudgy in the middle still.
See a little more. This cooked 325 degree for about 20 minutes, and maybe 4 or 5 minutes would have been better. It shrank also more than it does usually. Well, it's cold now.
But you
and
know
it
what?
cool off.
The sauce will make everybody forget
Sauce will
about
make
that.
it up. Let's do the sauce then.
Okay.
And this is very simple. Often we do a coulis of raspberry, which is a puree of raspberry. In that sense here, this is simply raspberry jam.
Here's a spoon.
Yes, cool. Thank you.
Or you want a littler one? That won't fit in there.
Raspberry jam with a little bit of rum in
A
it.
tablespoon? Can I add it? This is very
yeah.
on pastry chef like just to pour it in like this.
Yeah.
But
Good. Yeah. And
And
maybe
then
a little bit
tablespoon.
of water, maybe.
okay.
Yeah, we want it a bit thinner than that.
Good. And then a little sugar.
I don't think so. You'd have enough sugar,
no,
but maybe
okay.
we can
We can taste it.
sugar the top of the cake.
Okay.
Here, you want to taste it?
Perfect.
It's good.
Shouldn't be too sweet.
No, it shouldn't be too sweet. Now, let's see. Now we have to unmold it. We have nothing underneath. And, you know, sometimes I think this is stuck if it has been outside long, you know, you better off
Right.
put it on the stove for like 10 seconds or so.
That's one of the things that once you learn it, it's so easy, and it's like, why didn't I think of that before?
Yeah. Put a piece of it on top. That's it. So it comes. And then I think I can do the reverse here. Hopefully I'll be in the middle here.
Gorgeous.
This way. Doesn't want to go. That's it. Okay. So,
I put sugar on top?
yes, that would be a good idea. Hide all the mistake.
It's pretty with the brown, too.
Yes. You do such wonderful dessert in your restaurant, you know. Your book is terrific. And, okay, I'm going to cut a piece and see the way it looks in the center.
It looks,
here.
sounds good, feels good when you cut it, I can
Yeah.
tell.
Maybe we put a bit of sauce in the
On
bottom.
the bottom?
Yeah.
Is that okay at the tip? Or you want the whole thing?
I'm more
You're-
generous
okay.
than you.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't really do
like
that
that.
much, what I call punctuation cooking.
Oh,
you
no,
know.
no, no.
A drop
Yeah.
of this, I come out
Squeeze
that.
bottle. Yeah, no.
That's-
Perfect.
So this is a very simple dessert. Let's put a couple of maybe fresh
Oh, fresh
raspberry next
raspberries
to
on it?
Yes. I put some of that around. This is the chocolate souffle cake with raspberry sauce. You know, it's always better to cook with someone than to cook by
Oh,
yourself.
for sure. And then have a little port, too.
And then a little port too. I mean, we deserve it, right?
I think so. We worked
we
very
did.
hard.
We were already hard, yes. Now, making something different and special for your family or a loved one is a wonderful way to show how much you care. Happy cooking.
Happy cooking.
Happy cooking.